Hello, welcome to the Working with Community Conflict series. In this session, we're going to be looking at the importance of collaboration in building sustainable partnerships. In all of the sessions, we're going to look at how to work with tensions from three different levels. Firstly, by getting to know ourselves a bit better and how we react. So that's going to be really useful in understanding more about how we tick and how others tick. Secondly, we're going to be introducing different models and ideas right across the board in different study areas. And thirdly, throughout these sessions, we're going to be applying those ideas to our own lives and situations. And so that's going to give you a practical handle on these ideas. In this session, which is called Building Sustainable Partnerships, we'll think about some ways people respond under pressure. And you're going to have a chance to reflect on your own default mode when you're in a conflict situation with someone. We'll also look at some ideas about how to shift barriers and blocks in the community. And finally, in this session, we're going to consider what makes a good and sustainable collaboration.
We're going to start by thinking about ourselves, how we operate in conflict, and how other people operate in conflict too. There have been a number of different people who've developed models and ways of looking at this. This model is from Thomas and Kilman, and it thinks about how there are these 5 different default modes that people can fall into. On the one level, there are high or low levels of cooperation, and on the other hand, there are high or low levels of assertiveness. Avoidance of the issue, when the issue is trivial, that's okay. Or if you don't have any chance of getting what you need, it's a good way of coming to a short-term solution. But it's not a very good long-term strategy. Accommodating somebody else's point of view, where you cooperate to a high degree, is another good way of sorting out an issue. But the problem is, too often, you do it at your own expense. Very often, if people are anxious that they won't get their own way, they'll compete and they act assertively and they just press on and they go for what they want. And although that can be successful at times, it isn't, again, a long-term strategy. You don't make friends in that way, and you don't build sustainable situations. In the centre there, we have compromising. And the thing about compromise is it's great, but too often it means that people actually back away from what they really wanted. So the goal in these kinds of situations is to look for a collaborative approach. Up in the top right-handed corner there, where you've got maximum assertiveness, but also maximum cooperation. And through this session, we're going to be looking at what does collaboration mean in different ways and for different people.
Now let's think about this through your own experience. Pause the film for 10 to 15 minutes, or more if you need it, and take some time to think about how you manage the conflicts in your life. Think back to the exercises you did on the course. What did you learn or observe about yourself? Were you compelled to run away or avoid the conflict? Or are you confident enough to be confrontational? Just remember to record your thoughts.